Hello you guys! Today I wanted to show you how to make these cute books. This is one of my very favorite decorations and one of my favorite crafts that I've made. I made these a long time ago. They were really fun and easy. This is a good craft to make or a cute decoration to add to your home. If you don't know what colors you want, or you like to change them with the season, or you're just kind of indecisive about what color you want in your room. All you're going to need for this project is a book. I just got a bunch of old books at Goodwill. They're really cheap. I got some for $1, some for $1. You might want to open them up and kind of look through it just in case your kids look through it. You don't want anything too crazy. And you're going to need some scrapbooking paper. Like I said, you can change it with the season, you can change it with your home decor. It's really fun to add a pop of color with your scrapbooking paper. Some Mod Podge. And I like to rough the corners a little bit, so I'm going to be using some sandpaper. And that is all you're really going to need for this project. If you want to make them a little bit more fancy or add cute words and things like I have to these books, you can do that. But as you can see with these unfinished books, they look really cute without anything on them too. So just whatever you decide. But I got these cute decals just at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And I just grab them if I see them because they're good for everything. They're just in the scrapbooking section, and you can just add those to the books to make it a little more fun. You can also use some ribbon to tie around the books, or any kind of yarn or anything that you would like to add to your books. So let's get started. Okay, so once you've picked the scrapbook paper that you want, just turn that over and grab your book, and you're just going to want to match those corners up so that it fits perfectly on the book. It's just as close as you can get it. Just look at your corners, and once it looks right, just mark it with a pen. And I always like to use one of these little guys. Just makes it easier for me to cut a straight line. If you don't have one, it's fine to use just scissors and just maybe draw the line straight down so that you can follow that. Okay, so once you have the paper cut, just put your book down and grab your Mod Podge. And for this, I like to put the Mod Podge right on the book rather than on the paper. You're going to want to be generous with this so that it stays sticky. Make sure to get the corners really, really good so that it sticks on those corners and on the edges. And then there's this seam right here. And I really like how that looks if the paper can get down in there. So make sure to get the Mod Podge down in there so it sticks in there really good. I like to do it one side at a time. So if you want to do this part of the book while you're doing the top, you can just add a little bit there. Okay, so just grab your scrapbooking paper, and you're going to want to make sure to line the edges up as close as you can, because it's going to want to stick really fast. And just push down on that. And then where that seam is, just try to push that down in there. And where that seam is, you're going to probably have to go over that over and over again as it dries. And if you don't care that it has that seam, you don't have to worry about it. It looks good without it too. Okay, and then just pick that up and fold that paper over. And sometimes the paper won't be long enough to completely cover the back side of the book, and that's okay because it's going to be laying this way and you won't even notice that. So don't worry if your paper doesn't reach all the way around. And normally when I make these, I make 2 or 3 at a time or more. So I will just let that sit and dry for a little while before I add Mod Podge to the top. And that's also optional. You don't have to add the Mod Podge to the top. If you don't want it to look like it has any on there, you can just kind of go around the sides to make sure that that seals really nice. And I also don't like to do the back until the front is dry, and do the same exact thing to the back. Just add the Mod Podge and stick it down really good. So I'm just gonna let that dry. And while it's drying, I'll show you what you can do to the book once it's all done. So I have this black book for Braylee's room. She has pinks and blacks and stuff in her room, and I thought it would be fun to start with a black base. This has cute flowers on it. And I have already sanded some of the edges. And I don't want it to look really worn, I just kind of want it to fit nicely. So I just lightly go around the corners. I like doing this because if you have anything that sticks up, that's going to make it pill easier. And I don't want it to do that, especially in your kids' rooms. So once you've sanded those edges, it's optional. You can go back through with Mod Podge and seal those really well. So for her book, I got these cute dance stickers. She loves to dance, and I thought it would just be fun to add her personality to the books in her room. So we're going to use this dance here. And I normally like to have 3 books to pile these on. These colors don't really go perfectly together, but that's okay. And then I think it would be cute to put a lamp on top of this or something, or even just cute on a shelf by itself. So like I said before, they're really cute without any decals too, just to have them stacked like this on a table. Just adds a lot of color. Also, if you want to decorate your books, you don't have to decorate all of them. I think it's cute to maybe just decorate one in the middle, kind of like what I've done over here with these books. I just added something there in the middle. Okay, so the front of my book is dry, so we're going to turn that around and add some Mod Podge to the back. And I'm also going to add a little bit more to that side. So the Mod Podge comes in different finishes. There's the regular finish, and that's more glossy, or you can get a matte finish so that it just finishes matte. And this one is glossy. You can kind of see the gloss on it. So that's the difference. If you don't want to add any, like I said, it's just going to look like this, which is it still looks really good. Okay, so once that's dry and all glued down really secure, I'm going to go over the top with some Mod Podge and make sure to get those corners and edges really good. And right along this seam, I like to just kind of get that like that. And just depending on how much coverage you want, you can do 2 or 3 layers or just 1, just whatever you like. So that's it. I hope that you were able to follow along with me while we made these really cute books. They're really cute in any room and add a lot of character and a pop of color. So let me know if you guys try it. I would love to hear from you on Facebook, Twitter, and down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.